Hello everyone. Welcome to Smart Money Basics, the channel dedicated to helping you grow wealthier, smarter, and more financially confident. If you've read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you'll already be familiar with Robert Kiyosaki's legendary financial series. One of the biggest lessons? Property is one of the most powerful tools to achieve financial freedom. But here's the thing, buying a property isn't only about increasing your wealth. For many people, owning a home brings a deep sense of security, stability, and belonging. It's more than an investment. It's a basic life goal. Today, I'll guide you through 10 highly practical steps that even complete beginners can follow to go from zero to owning their very first property. These tips are designed to save you time, money, and mistakes. So let's dive straight in. Your credit score is the foundation of everything. Without good credit, buying a home becomes an uphill battle. With property prices so high, most people will rely on a mortgage. And here's the truth. Your credit rating doesn't just determine how much you can borrow, it decides whether you'll even get a loan. The better your score, the more you can borrow. This could mean choosing a bigger property or a home in a better location, and both can dramatically boost its usability and investment value. Depending on where you live, banks might cover about 60% of the property value, while in countries like France, mortgages can go as high as 100%. Many nations also have schemes for first-time buyers, like zero deposit or ultra-low deposits of just 5%. But here's the catch. Without strong credit, you could miss out on these offers completely. And let's not forget interest rates. In places like the United States, a high credit score can unlock lower interest payments. Think about it. A mortgage typically runs for at least 20 years, and property prices are in the hundreds of thousands. Over those 2 decades, the difference in interest could be the cost of several extra rooms. So, the importance of good credit cannot be overstated. Start improving it today. The sooner you start, the sooner doors open for you. You might be thinking, well, of course I need to save. But let me ask you, how much have you actually saved towards your dream home right now? If you're already close to having your deposit ready, that's fantastic. You deserve a big round of applause. But if your answer is not yet or barely anything, then it's time to act fast because property prices are not going to wait for you. I'll share a real story. A friend of mine in Sydney had a great job and dreamed of owning her own place. 5 years passed and she was still renting. Why? She kept telling herself property prices were too high, so she never started saving. As prices climbed year after year, she lost hope and gave up. For most people, the problem isn't their salary, it's how they spend. Think about the lipsticks you'll never use, the gaming skins you just had to have, or those impulse buys that didn't matter. If buying a home is your dream, you need to start cutting back. Open a dedicated home savings account and treat it like your golden ticket. Because here's the truth, without a deposit, no matter how generous local housing schemes may seem, they simply won't apply to you. Unless you're paying cash in full, you need a stable and traceable income. It doesn't matter whether you're working for a company or running your own business. Lenders want to see regular, reliable cash flow. Here's what many people don't realize. Banks don't just check one good month. They typically review at least 6 months, often years, of your financial history. Business owners with big seasonal spikes but low off-season income can still be flagged because banks calculate your average earnings. That's why many people avoid switching jobs or making risky career moves before applying for a mortgage. If you're planning to buy, play it safe. Make any big career changes after your loan is secured. When it comes to mortgages, shopping around is not optional. It's essential. Your loan amount and interest rate will directly impact your monthly repayments and the long-term value of your property. Some people worry that multiple credit checks will harm their score. In most countries, that's simply not true. Check your local rules, compare lenders, and explore all your options. In the UK, for example, banks offer online calculators where you can input your desired repayment terms and instantly see your total costs and monthly payments. Whether you do it online or face-to-face, understanding your credit situation early gives you a massive advantage. It allows you to choose the right lender and act quickly when the perfect property appears. Buying a house isn't something to rush through. You wouldn't buy clothes online without checking reviews, so why risk hundreds of thousands without thorough research? For first-time buyers on a budget, knowledge is your greatest weapon. Some properties in prime areas may need just minor, inexpensive renovations, offering great value. In many cities, two homes only a street apart can differ dramatically in price. So, don't just scroll through photos on property websites. Get out there, walk the neighborhood, talk to agents, inspect the property and its surroundings. Every visit you make sharpens your judgment, builds your experience, and strengthens your ability to negotiate. Remember the saying, the more you know, the better your deal. Now comes the exciting part, knowing when to act. After all your research, the next step is simple: be decisive. The reality is that good value homes are rare. Most cities are already heavily developed, and the best properties sell fast, sometimes within days. New developments? They often sell out before you've even had time to think. If you find a home that meets your needs, don't sit around wondering if something better will come along. It won't. And even if it does, by the time you decide, it will be gone. Even if the price is slightly above your ideal budget, stretch yourself if you can. Why? Because hesitation today could cost you a fortune tomorrow. Decades later, as you live in your dream home or reap the rewards of rental income, you'll thank yourself for making that bold move. Before signing anything, conduct comprehensive inspections. They're your shield against costly mistakes. Take this example. A British couple sued their seller after discovering their neighbors hosted loud parties every night, something conveniently left out during the sale. While inspections can control your neighbors, they reveal issues like leaks, poor soundproofing, faulty wiring, and even structural concerns. These factors directly affect safety, comfort, and property value. For investment properties, inspections also confirm whether the building can handle your renovation plans. And don't forget, any small faults you uncover can be powerful bargaining tools during negotiations. Hire a reliable surveyor and always compare several options. Many contractors even offer free inspections as a way to win future renovation work. Finally, we arrive at signing the contract. This is where both parties exchange documents, confirm the purchase, and set everything in motion. This stage typically takes anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks. Be patient. Once this is done, you're just a step away from holding the keys to your new home. Almost no property is perfect the moment you buy it. Renovations, upgrades, even small fixes are part of the process, and the contractor you choose makes all the difference. The best way to find one? Word of mouth. If you see great work, ask who did it. Most people are happy to share recommendations or warn you who to avoid. If you lack contacts, use online platforms, search reviews, and compare options carefully. Ask questions, request multiple quotes, and take your time deciding. And here's a tip. Always budget for costs to exceed estimates by 15 to 20%. Surprises during renovations are the norm, not the exception. If you're buying to rent, this is your final step, finding the right tenants. Many landlords hire letting agents, but for first-time investors, every penny matters. Luckily, with today's technology, you can handle much of it yourself. List your property on trusted rental platforms, stay responsive, and attract quality tenants quickly. Soon, you'll be collecting monthly rent, paying off your mortgage bit by bit. And after 20 or 30 years, the property will be completely yours, debt-free and earning for you. And there you have it, 10 steps that can take you from zero to owning your first property. Follow them, and you'll move closer to your dream with every single action. This is Smart Money Basics, helping you make smarter moves and build lasting wealth. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs this advice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.